everyone! Welcome to today's new video. We actually had drip marketing for the second phase of the next patch of Wuthering Waves, and we are having Iuno. So this was pretty sure that we're going to be getting her. I was pretty convinced that that was going to be the case, and I'm very excited. This is the character I really want. So let's have a look here. While the moon cycles, I remain the anchor, Yuno. Archive. Iuno is a priestess and well known in Septimon for being a prodigy. She is blessed with infallible ability to see the future by studying how moonlight changes. Blessings can be curses by another name, some may say, and they may be correct, but Iuno is not one to bow to conventions. She strives to bring variation to the constants of fate, the way she brought moonlight to set against daylight. Interesting, and you can see here, the art is so pretty, like, oh my god. You can see the constellations here. It's kind of interesting here, like we can see two characters kind of holding candles and moving toward the moon, I guess. So maybe this represents that she can, like, maybe bring fate to people through the power of the moon and things like that. And like the constellation, the flowers here, I don't know, the laurels, I guess. Man, this whole thing is so pretty. I love it so much, and the outfit is so good. Her haircut is awesome. I love her so much. I know I did kind of criticize Augusta's outfit. Not criticize, it's just not for me, because I guess I'm not super into the armor and the headpiece that she has. And here, like, she does have the moon symbol, but that's theoretically just her hair, right there. I think this is literally just a strand of hair that's white, like a crescent moon, and it's super adorable. She truly is the Ishtar of Wuthering Waves, and I'm incredibly excited. Another thing that has me a little bit less excited is that I do believe she's going to be a character that specifically will probably work with Augusta. And if I'm correct, and Augusta does end up being like a heavy attack character, that's gonna be a bit of a oomphy. So if Yuno basically buffs heavy attack, it's gonna be a character I'm not gonna be super good with. I'll probably just pull for her anyway, but like I don't know who I'm gonna be using with her, right? Because like if we look at Wuthering Waves, if you look at characters here, like who uses heavy attack? Not a lot of characters, I guess. Like Zanny, but she needs the frazzle. So unless she can somehow apply frazzle, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't have Jian. Zanny is probably out of the table. And I'm probably not pulling for Augusta, so that's gonna be rough. But I mean, in the future, we will probably get some more characters. And I also hope that even if she is like a heavy attack buffer, I hope that she also buffs something else, right? Like, we've had a lot of characters that have an outro skill that buffs like skill damage and fusion damage, or liberation damage and fusion damage, or skill and electro damage. I hope that she buffs heavy attack damage, but also maybe something else. If that's the case, we're saved. I can use her with another character, even if it's not like best in slot, and I'm gonna be very happy with this. Anyway, moving on. Absolutely love her design. I'm in love with her. This is my waifu. Alright, moving on. We also have another piece here. You know, she turns all that she saw and sees into a throwable object, the moon arrow. Through the seasons, the moon moves, sometimes stuck in stasis and always trapped in a cycle, until it's anchored by Yuno and finally given renewal. Interesting. It's interesting to see that, like, she can apparently use, I guess she can use her power, because as a priestess and like being like linked to time and stuff, what she saw and sees can be changed into a throwable object, the moon arrow. So I guess she can basically use the power of divination, and I guess she has access to some form of like looking into the past and the future. And then she can use that power into like a weapon. So like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna use HSR as a way to explain this, because this is the one I have best into mind. It feels like she would be like a memo keeper, right? She can use memories and transform that into something tangible or something that can attack people, right? That's how I interpret it, which is very interesting. All right, let's look at this animation here. Dude, she's so pretty. Oh my lord. I love her so much. It's insane. I love her so much. It's actually insane. All right, moving on from this. I can't. I'm losing my mind. She's so pretty. It's outrageous. We actually have confirmation of what she is going to be. And she is a arrow character. I did not expect her to be arrow character. With, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you just can't trust them, guys. Like, Augusta, I thought she was going to be a fire character because, like, she has the fire hair. She has the red hair. She has the sun symbolism. And she ended up being Electro. And, again, it's one of those, like, I guess you could explain that by being like, well, you know, fire can be a result of electricity. But when I said that in the past, someone told me, oh, but that's stupid. It's not directly fire, blah, blah, blah. Or it's not directly electricity. Because I was talking about how, like, that gun lady might be one or the other. So I got shit-talked. But apparently, Augusta can be Electro for reasons. And here, Iuno actually kind of follows that. She's dressed in all in white and blue. So I would accept she could have been, like, you know, Glacial or maybe Spectral, but no, she's Arrow for some reason. I don't know. Gauntlet, I think it's kind of surprising. I mean, not really. I feel like the two weapon types that are more likely to be used when it comes to, you know, original weapons kind of makes sense. I mean, honestly, anything could have been that, because I feel like they don't really care. Like, for example, what's her name? Lupa, she uses Broadblade and her weapon is like a halberd, right? So here she uses, because she talked about arrows, right? And she has the disc. So I guess this is like, I thought this was like just a giant like ring blade that like Tira has in like Soul Calibur. But I guess this is supposed to be her bow. Maybe just a magical bow or something. But, like, because we obviously don't have bow weapons in this game, they're gonna use, like, gauntlets. They could have used rectifier, but we have so many rectifiers. I guess it kind of makes sense to use gauntlets here. The same way that Zanny is a gauntlet user, but she uses a broad blade for some freaking reason. I mean, she uses a shield slash broad blade. So yeah, I mean... why not? I'm down with this. I'm not a big fan of gauntlet weapons, but I don't think she's gonna be punch fighting people anyway, so it doesn't really bother me. Arrow, I think, is nice. I'm really curious about how she's gonna work. Now, the only problem here is that I don't really play Arrow character that much at the moment, and I don't think she's gonna be a character that's gonna work with Cartethia. Unless she can apply arrow erosion, but I just don't really see it, to be honest. We already have a dedicated support for Cartethia being, you know, Chacona and Arrow Rover. So I think she probably isn't gonna do that. I hope she doesn't buff like heavy attack and arrow damage, because if that's the case, I'm cooked until we get like a proper arrow DPS. Unless I build a crazy DPS Janshin. That would actually be absolute cinema. You know what? I might do that. Like, people in the comments here are like, not a major sword user, but gauntlet, where are the gauntlets? Yeah, I mean, people, I mean, you gotta learn that nowadays, like, it can be anything, really. She can just be shooting arrows, like, they could have used any other type of weapon. I think, like, the weapons that are most likely to be different weapons, again, are gonna be gauntlets, rectifiers, maybe pistols. But it seems that so far pistols have been mainly used for actual, like, physical pistols, so yeah, there it is. Anyway, very interesting. I'm looking forward to know what she can do. Now, moving on, we have Augusta, and here we have confirmation that she is Electro. She's an Electro, Broadblade, everybody knew it, there it is. Her weapon is massive, that's actually crazy. Again, I still think that this thing can, like, transform or whatever, because it seems to be encased in this, like, rock thing. And, yeah. Now, finally... I know this is a Yuno video, but this is both of them video because there's some noteworthy thing to talk about. And the last thing to talk about is this. This is the most noteworthy thing. We have had an Augusta and Yuno actual gameplay footage released in events. This is the same thing that happened with Cartethia. I guess now when the character is like incredibly super hyped and people love them, they're just gonna do quote-unquote official leaks and give that footage. So we can see them. The video allows you to check out some actions and the effect of Resistance Liberation. This post is shared with permission from the official Wuthering Wave teams. The footage is from a development build. The final specification may differ. I think this is absolutely awesome that they do this, and I will say that kind of cucks the leakers, which I mean I don't really care. All right, let's see. We have Augusta, and then we also have Iuno. Quality is always going to be bad. It is what it is with Twitter. Twitter compression is already horrendous. Always horrendous, sorry. I will say, her hair looks super cool. I'm not a fan of the weapon or the headdress piece that she has. Damn, her animation are badass. Oh, weapon does transform! Cinema! Wait, was that 2 ultimates? Wait, we gotta go back. Okay, so she slashes. Oh my lord, did you see that? She uses a thigh to actually move the weapon. Right there. See? She grabs it with a thigh and then she pushes the weapon in. Damn. That must be her skill. Oh, Griffin! That's her first ulti. And that's... Okay, she turns from the weapon. Okay, so, like, the entire massive formation of rock actually, like, elongates into a super, like, long, thin weapon. That's crazy. And then she goes into, like, crazy attack. I know it's kind of silly, but it kind of reminds me of Yato in Genshin Impact, where, like, he applies, like, he does his skill and then goes, like, shing, 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 super fast. But this one is cooler, not gonna lie. And then here she has a second ultimate. We're seeing more and more characters with second ultimate. That's actually crazy. Like 2 activation. And here you can see like the sword spawns here, like left and right, and then she breaks everything. That's absolutely cinema. It changes the background. Now we have Yuno. She's so cute. Is that her? Yeah, it's on her feet. Man, dude, she's awesome. Dude, I love her design so much. Oh my lord, I can't. She's so cool. Oh wait, so she does use it as a ring blade. Oh, I love this so much, dude. The fact that she uses that as a ring blade, I love it so much. This is absolute cinema. Oh, and now she uses it as a bow. It elongates into... Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so look at that. So, basically, like the 2 parts here unlocks from the middle circle and becomes a bow. Oh, dude, there's like a shadow of herself that spawns. Oh, those animations are so freaking cinema. That has to be a skill, right? Maybe that's just a charge attack. This is a skill. Like the jumping here. And then plunging into like water, and then see it doesn't retract. It opens up into a bow. Then she just shoots and flies with this. Oh my, that is so cool. That is so cool! We're not beating the feet fetish allegations, are we? Oh, that is badass. Dude, that is awesome. That ultimate animation is it's definitely something, huh? And you can see like the little rocks floating. I assume this is what she saw and sees. And that's the power that she transforms into projectiles. Because she grabs this one here, this orb. And then, boom, she transforms it into an arrow that she shoots. Oh my lord, this is so good. I love her so much. Absolute freaking cinema icon. There's nothing else to say. This is top tier. I love her. I'm pulling for her. I'm skipping everything until she's out. I love her. Goodbye. Take care. Have a great time. Let me know if you like her. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching the video. Cheers.